Hey YouTube, this is Rashida here. How are you guys doing? Long time no see. If you did not know, I have been a YouTuber for a long time, on and off for like probably like 7 6 7 years. But I started with the natural health community and then sharing my inspirational things and sometimes my health journey. So let's go with these life updates, if you will let me. I'm not sure where I need to be looking because I'm so off of out of practice. I'm out of practice. So here we go. Today is December the 6th. No, December the 7th. 2019. It is Saturday, December 7th, 2019. My natural hair journey. I cut my hair in 2017. Nope. I cut my hair in 2016. I went blonde in 2017. That was right after my godmother passed. And I went blonde. And so I've been wearing my hair blonde for since then. Product wise, I'm still a Course by Nature head. I use, I try other people's products, support local people, but Course by Nature is my go-to. That's bulk of what's in my cabinets. Called by Nature cleanser, deep conditioner, leave-in conditioner, oil, shea butter. She's coming out with a curling cream and all this other stuff. I am an affiliate, so I will put that link down in the comments for you. Thank you. All right. Course by Nature, veteran owned, black owned, woman owned. All right. Um, Inspirational. So I told y'all I was coming up with a book 2 years ago. This book is manuscripted. I'm still like tweaking it. I have my book cover done. I need to have it copywritten. The goal was to self-publish, but something inside of me keeps saying I need to look into submit it to a publisher. So I want to do that, or do the next book. All right, the next book or the book after that. A lot of life changes, a lot of shifting going on in my personal life. Building a brand, wanting to be an entrepreneur, being a writer, being an author. I am still a Mary Kay independent beauty consultant. I have been building my business for over 6 years now, on and off. So like a lot of things, like I am learning with the help of my therapist how to be this multi-passionate person, but with more focus to get things completed instead of starting them and running hard and then stopping, right? And that's dealing with things that are actually fear, or things that are actually normal, and versus things that are based, that trigger activity or trigger things. So I've been doing that. um Therapy. So what drove me to therapy? I've been talking about therapy for years. For years. My godmother passed in June of 2017. Um, I don't know how to do life without her. And I'm not gonna cry, I promise. No, but I don't know how to. I did not know how to do life without her, and I thought I was dealing with it. I allowed myself space to cry. I reached out to friends, and family, and I did all the things. I prayed. I allowed myself. I felt like time, nigga, when I missed her. I allowed myself to miss her. When I feel like talking about her, I felt like I talked about her. Um, Honoring her memory. When I was sad, I allowed myself to be sad, but obviously all those things were not enough. And it is based on a lot of the things that unrealistic expectations we place on ourselves. So anyway, so between that and having like these panic attacks and anxiety and uh different fear based um episodes, I guess, panic attacks, just that stuff I have never. So I was like, I think I nailed the therapy. I need to talk to somebody because some of this stuff is just crazy, and I didn't want to just throw it on somebody that, you know, people love you and they be like, oh, well, that's okay. You good. No, I don't want nobody to tell me I'm good. I want to tell me how to, you know, deal with this, how to deal with this stress and anxiety and overwhelmingness and the different behavioral problems that I have that I don't like, you know. Anyway, so that's how I ended up in therapy. Found my therapist through blackgirltherapy.com. Like my therapist, first go around, we ain't had no problems. Thank you, Jesus. Because ain't no guarantee if we didn't work out that I would go on the search again. Health journey. I've been on and off of this health journey for some years. The last time I had some good success that I was really proud of was in 2016. I lost about 60 pounds. I went from 301 pounds to, nope, I went from 316 pounds to 270 pounds, something around in there. So, or 60 something pounds. It was about 50 to 60 pounds. I documented somewhere. I can't tell you, don't. So I did that, and life began to happen. Emotions began to happen, beginning slipping back into old habits. Gain the weight back. After my godmother passed, I was just, sometimes I was just insatiable, feeding grief, right? So I packed on an additional 30 to 40 pounds in a year. And my doctor was like, I can't believe you packed on that much weight in a year. But when I tell you that I was sedentary, I would go to work. I drive 45 minutes to work, sit all day, come home, sit all night. I wasn't doing anything. I wasn't going anywhere. I was Instacarting my groceries. I was ordering all the foods. I was door dashing. I wasn't even going out. I barely was I started wearing my Fitbit because I was barely getting 1,300 steps in a day. And yet I was eating probably a good 4,000, 6,000 calories worth of foods on every other day, right? So the days I felt like eating, I ate. The days I didn't feel like eating, I didn't. So that was my life up to 354 pounds. That was my life to 354 pounds. So documented 354 pounds. I probably was more than that before I finally went to the doctor. So I decided, you know what? I'm just going to start doing some things. Last year I hit and missed at a couple of challenges here and there. So in the meantime, between time, and I don't know if YouTube gives me a limit on minutes, but I'm not editing this, and it might be a second video. In between time, I had some health issues. Like, my parents had health issues. I had health issues. My sister had health issues. So it's just like, it's like this going around thing. And then in the midst of that, my brother got married. So it was just like all of these moving parts of my whole entire life. And so I just put me on the back burner. That's what I do. Anyway, I started having different problems. I woke up one night and I physically could not roll over in the bed. Like, I had to interim out of my bed. Like, this whole side of my body hurt so bad. The upper part of my body. It hurt to stand up. It hurt to sit down. I had to, like, literally pull myself up off of the commode in the bathroom, screaming in agony, and went to the doctor. And somehow, I don't know how, all of these muscles in my abdomen and in my top were, I want to say atrophying, but I don't know if they was constricting or pulled or something. Like, and the doctor said, well, you know, when you have weak muscles, you could hurt yourself rolling over at night. And, you know, this 300 something pounds is a lot to roll over at night. So I was on muscle relaxers and pills, whatever, for a while. And then let's go back. I got this confused time-wise. That was this past June. Let me go back. That happened last year. That happened last year in April, where I woke up and I couldn't move. And so muscle relaxers, anti-inflammatories, and a steroid. So I'm at home for a few days, and then I went back to work. When the pain subsided and I could stand upright and sort of kind of maneuver myself. So fast forward to last year, I started limping, and I was like, I did something to my ankle. I don't know what I did. I changed my shoes. I went to the doctor. He told me to take naproxen and do these exercises, and I did all that, and it never got better. And so my mom could tell me go to the podiatrist. I went to my podiatrist last October 30th. No, it was October 1st, because my brother got married on September 29th. I wore flat shoes because I could not stand, in heels. So I did that. And I went to the doctor that Monday. So that was Saturday, that was Monday. So it was October the 1st. And he was like, they did an x-ray, make sure nothing was wrong with my ankle. And then he did some movements with my foot, and the way my foot fell, he was like, the whole muscle from the top, from like my hamstring down to my ankle the whole muscle line was weak. He said, you have muscle weakness. And he said it happens. He said these are muscles that never get rest, because you have to walk. If you walk, you walk. You have to walk. You have to carry your body. And they never get rest when they get injured. He said somehow you injured it, or it's been injured, and it needs to be built up, and you need to rest it. So he gave me an arch support. My arches were falling. I was wondering why my shoe size and my feet hurt, but anyway, arches was falling. So he gave me arch supports and wraps and all this other stuff, and he sent me to physical therapy. He said, I can give you a shot, and we'll see what the shot do, and then we get physical therapy. He said, or you can come back. He said it's 2 different shots. So he asked me, you want me to give you the one shot that works, real quick, or do you want to come back a couple of times? I said, no, you're going to shoot me once, because I ain't about to do that, and you're going to sign me up for physical therapy. So I did that, physical therapy for this leg. And everything in me was saying, girl, you need to lose weight, because you're sitting here and you're basically rotting away on the inside. That's just how I felt. Whatever, my words. So I did physical therapy. My leg got better. Fast forward to this June. So I've been a little more active, working on drinking my water, getting some vegetables in. Just a little stuff here and there. I'm not doing no whole big old keto, green smoothie cleanse, blah, blah, blah. I'm going to tell y'all the thing about my multicolored face in a minute. It's the story behind this. So, this June, I was like, you know what, I'm going to go back to gardening, because I didn't garden last year. Year before, last one, godmother passed, I had 3 garden plots. It's amazing that I even finished doing what I was doing with those. So, this year I went to go garden, and you have to have your garden planted in the apartment complex by a certain time, and then you have it pulled up. So I had bought these plants and to put in the garden, but they were sitting on my patio. I was like, I need to get these plants out before they die. I don't want to waste my money. So I planted 2 plots in an hour and some change. And I was like, girl, you moved. You was doing it, whatever. And so that was on a Friday evening after work. No, that was a Saturday. No, that was a Friday evening after work. So that Saturday, I woke up, I was like, oh. I was like, I must have slept wrong. Something wrong with my neck. I must have slept wrong. When I tell you that thing got tighter and tighter, I was like, I don't know what's going on with my neck. This is crazy. So by Sunday night, it hurt to swallow. When I swallowed, like you swallow, like your own saliva swallow, it literally hurt. And I thought that it felt like I was choking to death. Like all my muscles were around my esophagus like this. And all this side of my neck hurt. I had a banging headache in the back of my neck. And I did not know in the back of my head, I didn't know what was going on with me. So I went to the doctor that Monday. And he was like, it sounds like you have a pinched nerve. She said, but I'm going to send you for an x-ray to make sure that you didn't, he sent me for something, x-ray to make sure I didn't break anything or tear anything or have like a little fracture. But he said, I'm pretty sure. So he gave me anti-inflammatory. And then he sent me anti-inflammatory, a muscle relaxer, and a pain pill again. And made an appointment for me to go back in a couple of days. So I was off of work for 2 weeks. On short-term disability. And everything in my mind, in the back of my mind for the past 2 years is like, you need to get up because you are basically dying. You are killing yourself. Like, I would never take a handful. I would like to say I never. I am not taking a handful of pills. I'm not trying to shoot myself with a gun or slit my wrist. But the fact that I know what to do to be healthy and I don't do it is meaning I'm choosing to die slowly and painfully and in humility, basically. I mean, this seriously, when you can't get up by yourself, it's humiliating. No matter how kind people are, you are humiliated. You're embarrassed when you can't get around, or you're at work and you can't get out of your chair, and you're in pain. Or sometimes I'm hopping and I'm like, dang, I look like my mama, and my mama's 70 years old. That doesn't make sense, and it's humiliating. So I was like, okay, Rashida, we're gonna do something different. So this past year, it was in August. I had been saying I'm gonna join a gym with a pool. I'm saying it. I had priced some other bougie places, and I was like, I don't want to pay that kind of money because my time is still going to allow me to go a couple of times a week. I'm not paying you $400 a month, or $300 a month, or $195 a month to come in the pool 2 or 3 times a week. So my best friend goes to the YMCA. And I went, one of the Zumba instructors from one of the gyms that closed I used to go to all the time is doing water Zumba. Now, she's been doing water Zumba, water aerobics, and water kickboxing for years. So I was like, oh, I'm going to this class with you. So it's $12 for a day pass at the Y. So it doesn't matter that I'm going for the one class. It's going to be $12. So I was paying $12. $12 once a week is $48. A membership at the Y is $51. You do the math, right? So I was like, girl, get this membership at the Y. Because I said I was going to do it. Because the job reimburses you 75%. Why would I not? So basically, I'm only out of $12.75 because they reimbursed me $38.25 of my $51, right? Easy math. And so I'm paying $13 for the month. So I'm going to the Y now. So I started doing that. I started in August. Once a week. Then twice a week, 2 to 3 times a week, as my schedule permits, going and getting in the water. So, this, if you made it this far, it's the health update. This was almost to be a short video, but I just feel like I need to just like catch y'all up on Rashida because, yeah. So August. End of August, I was preparing to go to my cousin's wedding. My sister hadn't been so long, had surgery, so we were just trying to get her road ready for us to take this trip. Mommy was on oxygen from April till then, and my parents celebrate their 70th birthdays. It was just like us. It's been a lot going on in my life. So anyway, so we went to my cousin's wedding. I was swole, I was uncomfortable, but I was cute. Came back in September and just went to the Y. I wasn't doing anything extremely diet wise. I tried to eat a couple of extra salads a week, you know what I'm saying? Get some vegetables in, a vegetable in every day instead of just being carb and protein, or mostly carb and a little bit of protein. And get my water in. And my goal was 64 ounces. I just felt like there is no need for me to say I'm going to drink a gallon of water or half my weight in water, and I wasn't even drinking 32 ounces a day. To me, that was just stupid because it's overwhelming, and you haven't even built the habit of getting 64 in, let alone adding 32 to make it 96, add another 2 to make it a gallon, and then adding another, mind you, I was 50 something pounds, adding another 42 ounces to make it 175 to make it 350. Right? So that was my goal. I just had little goals. I'm going to just go to the gym, get us water 2 or 3 times a week. Well, I actually was going to go to the Y 2 or 3 times a week because I didn't know they had more than one water class at the time. So, yeah. I'm trying to see if this is going to cut me off at 20 minutes, but we're going to hope this upload. I'm trying to get wrapped up in half an hour. So, I started with small goals like that. When I missed water aerobics because I decided to look on the schedule, and then there's a Saturday morning tone aerobics at 8 a.m. And then there's another weightlifting class. So I went to that weight class. It wasn't what I thought, but it was a good workout, so I went to that. I went a couple of times. I got on the bike and the recumbent elliptical machine and the circuit. I've done that at the Y, but the bulk of my workouts are in the water because I have knees that are cranky. I don't want to call them bad knees because they're my knees, and the only thing that can carry me is the knees I got. I have cranky knees, so I get in the water. So I do aqua zumba on Tuesdays and Thursdays and tone aerobics on Saturday mornings. If those classes are not available, which I did the first month because of my work hours when I missed the class, I get in the water. And because I have been doing Leslie Sansone videos for forever, I would watch the clock. There's a minute and a second clock there, and I would literally just walk for a minute, right? And then I do kickbacks for a minute. And then I would do side steps for a minute in the water. I would do jumping jacks in the water. I'd push the water with my arms, whatever I could do to make a half an hour. I know this was not an hour workout, it was half an hour. So anyway, I did that for September. And then I found classes, got me a little bit of rhythm. There was one week I missed in September. I was sick. I missed it, right? October was an interesting month. I was still committed to going to the gym two and three times a week. So these are my October goals. Those are the ones that I had something written down for. October, I was going to the cruise, right? I went to the cruise in October. I was going to eat what I wanted to eat pretty much on the cruise. My goal on the cruise was to make sure I was hydrated. I failed, but it was that. That's what it was. So, my goal for October was to drink a gallon of water a day, eat 3 servings of veggies a day, no pork. Pork hates me. 2 to 3 days, weekly exercise, only eat starches with my meals, reduce my weight, but no weight goal, reduce the swelling in my body, and to increase my energy. So, 30% of the month, because I was tracking, what was I tracking at? I was tracking on something, on some kind of app.